Wait, does it want me to stand back down there still?
This device. The second sight. It's how Aloy saw what ailed Rick.
Yeah. It reveals things. Lights, images, glyphs, weaknesses on a machine.
Do all Nora wear one?
No. It's just Aloy. And, well, now you.
I'm glad they're having a side story there so she's not like completely lost. Oh wait, here it is.
Another floor panel. But I can't shoot the gears on the pillars from here. Maybe if I can find something to weigh this down? This crate should be heavy enough.
There's always a way.
Me. That's interesting. Can't fit the crate through that opening.
Wait, what? You can't? What do you mean?
Okay, getting there.
Why does it let, I guess because it's like part of this area?
That did it. The gears on the pillars should be exposed now. Looks like there are only 2 pillars this time.
Nice shot, Aloy!
Ow! Ow! Gotta wait. Do 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 boo 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 do boo boo.
There. Should be able to get across now. She's so high up.
She's so high.
How's it going up there, Aloy?
I think I'm getting close.
Above me.
One more set of pillars.
That's
There
for
should be a
the
floor panel nearby to activate them.
that's for the 90s kids here.
One down. To go. Okay, now I can cross.
Great. What? No. No, my name's Aloy. Help. Help me. Made it.
All this metal. Cold's winter in here.
Festus's cables are all over that node. But maybe I can override it.
Did Hephaestus talk to us
Cables are moving.
in the
They're
DLC?
drawing back. We can climb up that vent.
How do we cross? Cables are twisted around that node on the other side. I'll see if I can get to it.
We'll wait here.
No, he just fucked off. Because, like, I remember what's her name died. Spoilers.
Can't hook onto that.
What the fuck?
That was quite a jump.
The beam's protecting Aloy.
Oh. Huh. I think it was Hephaestus that talked to us.
Okay, now, how to get up to the node.
Oh, he did talk in the DLC? Okay. Reggie, how far are you in this game? I know you're like a mega fan. Around in the third area? Jeez. Have you just been maining the main story?
All right, let's see what we can do.
You made it.
This will be in my stash when I need it.
Not really? Oh, okay. We're kind of just doing whatever floats your boat.
Come on over, you
whatever
two.
floats my boat. That looks incredible. I'm on hard, so I get one shot a lot.
Armament 2, Unit G, Mark 1.
Who is that? Looks like there's another node on the other side, near that door.
Go do your thing.
We're not gonna answer her question.
Gamma Matrix 5.
How to get to that node on the other side? Okay, there's a platform down there. I think I can reach it if I glide.
Fueling on Unit G, Mark 1.
And this gonna go flat?
Increase throughput by 20%.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my difficulty choice. The game just gets like the AI doesn't get any better. It's just bullet spongy, so I don't really care to like deal with that.
Transfer secondary evidence to
What is Hephaestus up to?
5 and 12.
We're on normal.
Burrow, above us. She's in the air.
Hello.
Don't let go, Aloy.
I'm not going
Yep,
to.
wasn't planning on it.
Oh wait. No, I should have let go. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't have.
Okay. Now what? Should be able to glide to that platform down there.
Execute armament assessment outcome.
There's the note.
No, don't do it. Oh god, this could be bad, chat. Okay, good. Luckily you can aim where that goes. I thought I was about to go off the wall.
Armament assessment complete.
Who is Hephaestus? What is it going to do?
It's taken over facilities before to build deadly machines. But it wasn't always hostile. It used to be part of something good. Something called Gaia.
Is this going to be the encounter room?
More of those cables covering that door.
I think we're almost at the core. Be ready.
Got your back.
Here we go.
Oh no. What has Hephaestus done to her?
Turn it into a weapon. Which sooner or later will be unleashed.
And then Plainsong. If my people see what it has become, if one of our gods attacks them,
You know what we have to do.
We got to kill their god.
Are you ready? We have to get down there.
Do the superhero rappel. Hold on. Okay, here we go. That was the wrong move. It's fine.
That dome of light. Is it protecting the machine?
Yeah. There should be a node I can override nearby to shut it down.
Intrusion detected.
Here we go. Spot.
Having fun, Aloy! Teams are coming!
Take care of them, Aloy. And I'll get the big guy.
Jesus Christ.
Here's ammo!
Ow!
Heavy weapons on his back. If I can detach them, I can use them against him.
Yep. I literally can't see shit.
I can keep going.
Whoops. That's not what I want to do.
Good! Now hit it! I've got this one! Can you knock some more
done.
pieces off it?
We got it. Let's go loot. Oh no, I wanted to loot all this shit. Is JP doing this on a 1 million-inch display or simply ignoring alt chat altogether? What?
It's still her god.
What did you ask?
I do not grieve for a god or a machine, but because I no longer know what to believe.
Look, so if you want, you can go back home.
Do I still have one? And if so, for how long?
Jeez.
Can you really heal our lands? Save my people?
What the fuck?
One step at a time. But it starts now.
It's time to business.
To compensate. Retreat.
Jesus Christ.
Not bad.
Up we go.
There's more.
Like Aloy said, this is only the beginning.
Yeah, this game's real. Guys, we're gonna finish the game today. Alright, ending soon.
I can grab this from my stash later.
Aloy, the core. My focus is showing holograms on it.
They look like machines.
They must be overrides. Knowledge on how to tame machines.
And you
Let's find out.
Wait, did it take the loot away from the fucking giant guy? Oh man, I should have looted him before I killed everything. That bums me the fuck out. You have fire arrows? Should put those out.
I should probably get those overrides before moving on. They might come in handy.
Sounds like a plan.
These overrides? Oh, you have to do it again?
Looks like Hephaestus has been upgrading the security grid on the cauldrons. And the data's been corrupted. Not sure I can do much about that right now. And my focus doesn't recognize some of these. Must be machines I haven't seen yet.
Got what you need?
Yes.
Let's press on then.
Why did it make you do that? Oh. Kind of weird. Yeah, we're leaving. Where the fuck are you? Whatever, we're out. Yeah, I have the wrong quest focused, I'm aware. Wait, am I going the wrong way? Don't tell Laurel.
There you are. Lead on to the core.
Yeah, we're going the right way, guys. I was just making sure there's no machines that way. Easy peasy.
Greetings, graduates of Cradle 9. Welcome to the regional... Error. Unauthorized access detected.
That doesn't sound good.
Was that the spirit? Minerva?
I don't think so. At least, not directly.
Oh, right. I forgot about Minerva. She's probably here, right?
Attention. All personnel must vacate the facility. Immediately.
Something doesn't want us here.
Yeah, that sounds kind of spooky. Wonder if we're about to see the fucking weird
What exactly was
Power
this
Ranger
place?
people.
Seen anything like it before?
No.
Error. Unauthorized access. Initiating facility lockdown. Stay out.
What's going on?
What the fuck?
Well, at least the emergency lights work.
What just happened?
Minerva's definitely here. And I think it's
was
trying to keep us out.
Fuck, that was creepy
I'll
as
scout
hell.
ahead, see if there's a way to get us in.
You sure we shouldn't come with you?
Yeah, Minerva could be dangerous. Let me make sure it's safe.
Okay.
We'll be right here if you need us.
Man, this game is just a delight. It looks so cool.
Okay, I need to find where Minerva's hiding. I should look for a way to access the facility systems. Locked.
You are not wanted here.
Nope, sorry. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva. What are all those cables in the center for? Huh. Might be able to pull that open. Let's see where this leads.
Secrets.
Dead end.
Dead end. Yeah, if you want to see what it looks like how I'm playing, it looks like this. It's this giant TV right here. This giant monstrosity.
I can feel a draft above. Might be a way out of this shaft.
Well, what's this way? Give me the loot. And play with all that gray and blur. Well, it's like being a dog, really.
And I'm outside. I need to find a way back into the facility. Maybe I could look for a way in higher up the mountain.
Oh, hold on. It's kind of... It's strange to have all of these things. It's like, oh yeah, it's a genetically closed door.
Close. If I can get Minerva to cooperate, I can merge it with Gaia. Finally bring her back. And we can start
And then
fixing
things
the blight,
lead outside.
the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were. Why did they have a clone of Elizabeth? Why did they want it back up?
Because, I mean, wouldn't people figure this shit like 100 years? No one would think this is interesting. I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to do here? Oh. I didn't realize that was an option.
Pipe's up there. Might lead me to a way back in. How to reach them.
Hold the glidey, faithful. No! We almost had a massive mistake.
Some of those rocks look loose. I think I can clear them.
Anyways. I mean, I could have shot that with a bow.
Another shaft.
Really.
Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
We got a people run over here real quick.
Looks like some kind of dome. Wonder what it's for.
Alert. System core penetrated.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Lore time.
No!
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good. Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Aloy, cease.
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery will cease.
Yes.
The hell? Yeah, like, does the AI have
Thank you.
feelings? That,
Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code. Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
It's so pretty. Gaia got a few more pixels.
Gaia.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. A moment. Scanning data.
Huh.
So it is Aloy, not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions?
What the fuck?
They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
They're definitely gonna think this is God.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Laurel, Zoe. This is Gaia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus.
They're like bowing and shit.
I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
What's all this?
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few. To start with, you two go ahead. I'm going to poke around a bit.
So So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look.
What? Oh. Interesting.
Huh. Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy. When you are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss.
Looks like an office.
Correct. The facility was designed with a number of private offices.
I guess it's nice to have a space to call your own.
I mean, I'm kind of gobsmacked. I don't know. This is fucking sick.
This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. Unfortunately, those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed.
That's too bad.
I guess those are showers. Oh, yeah. Why didn't they have mirrors?
What's this space for?
This would have been the sleeping quarters for control center operatives.
Reminds me of the bedhouse aspirants had to sleep in the night before the proving.
Oh, yeah, the proving. You remember that?
Hey, Gaia? Why doesn't this door have power?
At my current operating level, I am only able to restore functionality to part of this facility. In time, that may change.
Got it.
Oh, that's the
Looks
office.
like another office.
If no one's ever been here, who built all this?
Gaia did. With the help of machines. So this place was here all this time. Built for people who would never show up.
Why didn't they?
Remember that guy I told you about? Ted Farrow?
Fuck Ted Farrow.
He sabotaged things.
All my
It wasn't
homies hate
supposed to be
Ted
this
Farrow.
way. Oh, I've been down here before. It's where I first got into the facility.
What's all this stuff for?
This facility was designed to process an immense amount of data from the terraforming system. This is where it would have been stored.
What do you mean,
Aloy,
Papa Scan?
You have now visited all accessible rooms of the facility.
Looks like some kind of storage room.
I definitely didn't expect a, like, base of operations. It's kind of wild. Your mind blown yet? Anyways, I'm gonna go talk to Mother real quick.
Okay. Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
What? But I'm just gonna have to okay. Anyways, let's have her mind blown. Hi, Mom.
Hello, Aloy.
Too many pixels. Creeping me
Hi.
out.
So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah,
True.
but two big ones first. Maybe you can help me make sense of something.
I gotta know who these people
A
are.
while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy.
Did I fucking call this?
The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
But, so,
Okay, so... what's so far away and
Oh,
why does it
I'm
want
so
us
confused.
dead?
The Sirius star system.
Serious? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship...
The Odyssey.
It launched.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Far Zenith?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
Called that. But... okay.
We're not gonna be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your subfunctions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving. Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
Huh.
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
Oh my god, keep talking to me. Whoa, let's get, okay, keep talking to me a lot more.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected. What do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
Okay.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Those will be accessible in
Artemis
Horizon
rerouted the
3.
Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge
I'm the
and
nut takes for
cultural
103
achievements.
months.
Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
But hold on. The Far Zenith people have Gaia as well. Or have a seed of Gaia. So what the fuck are they doing? And they also had an Apollo copy, right? Because Elizabeth sent them it. Yeah, okay.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
Got it.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
3.
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option.
Wait.
I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you
But
have
how
a
do we
conscience,
know they're bad? We just know that
as
they...
Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
We don't know what their plans are. Oh, here we go. Okay.
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere, to their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction. Instead of salvation. Well, this is not good. You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
Takes 300
81
years
trillion
to get there.
Or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at
What
an
the
average of
fuck?
0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin.
How do they go that... What the fuck?
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds.
Huh.
It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group
It's
and
evil.
shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so. The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware.
Wait a minute. Where the fuck is Silence in all this?
Why?
I have
He knew
wondered
about
this
those
myself.
people as well.
So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes, as your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Yeah, I had that, but I just got tired of wearing it between the first and second game, so I gave it away. I just took it off for some dumb reason.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of combat machines. No shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus.
Oh.
From Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Right.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
That's correct.
Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming
Look at the
system
brains on
never
this one.
stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
Makes sense.
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts. I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located there.
Oh, shit.
A ruin in the middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed. As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region.
Malsbear,
As
thanks for
such,
that
it may
Prime
be the
Gaming
most
in
difficult
13
to
months.
retrieve.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
Oh, it has the levels attached to it? I mean, I guess Aether.
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region. Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't I?
Is something wrong?
I don't know.
Where did
It's
she
just
get that necklace from, chat, with the Earth on
Elizabeth
it?
set the bar pretty high.
She's had that
She
for a
had
while
a dream
now.
for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all?
End of the other game,
Repair
really?
the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Oh, it's from her
Absolutely.
body, okay.
In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
I gotta go back and get my sharpshooter bow, though. Oh my god. A fucking lore dump.